I'm going live. Hey, everybody, it's Dr. J and Kamal streaming live from Long Island, New York, and other parts of the Northeast. How you doing, Kamal?
Good, good. It's been not a great day, but BCRX kind of even things out for me because I have a lot of
Yeah,
BCRX.
biotech was up today. The XBI was up nicely, but the big mover was the Dow. And who called it? Who called the fact that the Dow was going to be up big today?
Yes, you did CRM. You said you spoke about CRM and that it's going to be up today.
And I said CRM is part of the Dow 30, and it's going to move the Dow higher. I thought it would move the whole market higher, but it didn't. It only moved the Dow.
So the market kind of dipped midday and kind of recovered end of day. I'm
Yeah,
looking at Amazon and Nvidia and a bunch of them.
yeah, yeah.
So Nvidia went down significantly today.
Oh, look who's with us. Eyes on the money. That's Jackie from Long Island, New York.
Hi, Jackie.
She's a neighbor. Andrew is with us. Andrew's loading up on what? SMCI?
Yeah.
I think so, Andrew. We'll take a look at SMCI. I think we're just above support. We'll take a look at the chart to make sure.
It went down
Jackie,
5% during the day and 5% after market.
yeah, SMCI. I don't know why. Nvidia also had a weak session, right?
Yes, and I'm thinking tomorrow is going to be not a good day.
All right, BioDrec is roaring its head. IMGN, what is that? ImmuneGen, whatever it is. Ardex. Curtis is with us. We got a lot to look at. I guess we should get going. Start looking. You want to hear a joke first?
Yeah,
A
go
quick
ahead.
one. All right. A polar bear goes into a bar and he goes over to the bartender and he says to the bartender, I'd like to have a rum and Coke. And the bartender looks at the polar bear and he says, why the pause? He says, I was born that way.
That is funny.
I hope so. I mean, if we can't pick stocks, maybe we could tell jokes.
Right.
Who was brought
I want
out
to
by?
I want to tell you I want to tell you this thing that I read about polar bears. You know that their fur is actually not white. It's see-through.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Their fur is kind of see-through, but it gets dirty. That's why it has this yellowish color, but it's actually, see-through. It's like
Uh-huh.
ice. It's like ice.
You know what we should look at? We should look at how we're doing for the year. So almost the end of the year. You and I both had sensational picks at the beginning of the year. I'm going to take a look at it.
Yes, I want to definitely take a look at SMCI. I'm thinking of going back in. I sold all of it.
Well, I own it, and I'm going to probably add to it. I'm going to add to NVIDIA. Uh, let's share screen. Start off by doing that. I don't have a mouse, so be a little less dexterous. All right, so we could start. Let's start with the website. The picks from the beginning of the year. What the heck? We
Yeah,
every
make you feel a little better.
yeah, we did very well this year. Both on our picks our five picks from the beginning of the year. I think did very well, and also the actual picks that we made. I'm up quite a bit, about 80% in one portfolio. So not all of them, probably 40 something percent. This is our picks. So, Dr. J's, this is my picks. Let's see. What did I pick? Amazon is up. Amazon, Mike. Look at my. Are you here? All right, I'm coming to get you. That was Professor Spike. He's letting me know that he's waiting to be let in.
He's in the background.
Yeah, I'll get him.
There we go. Hello, everybody.
You missed my joke.
I missed your joke.
Yeah, you missed my joke.
Is it one that I'm going to understand? Because sometimes I don't
Yeah,
understand.
Kamal's rated it high on the joke meter.
Oh, okay. That's a rave.
Did I get killed on Bivi? No, I didn't get killed, but I was up significantly. My average had been in the high threes, and it was 550 or something just the day before it collapsed. So
yes, very disappointing.
I lost about 50% on paper. I sold half today, and I hope to get back in lower. I think they still have a shot of being successful. You know, Bivi, the report on Bivi is
the stock Twitch people are talking fraud. I don't know if they're overstating it.
Well, it could be fraud. I was telling Kamal the whole biodrec industry is crooked, including the FDA. Oh, maybe I'm paranoid. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of crookedness. But the data that was allowed to come through, that was pretty good. It showed greater than or equal to the Biogen drug for efficacy and much better safety. And also it showed anti-aging properties, which is very interesting. So yeah, will there be lawsuits? Probably, probably. I don't know. So I didn't exactly get killed, but 50% haircut on my original investment is not too good.
No,
it's a hit.
I'm not happy either, but we'll survive.
Shorts attack the trial site.
If that's the way I would have written it off, if the complaints weren't about just the fidelity of the facilities they were using to do their testing. But again, we have to look deep into that to find out what's going on.
And it was very strange the way they worded it, a particular demographic in a particular geographic area. That's strange. That whole wording is strange. Why not say what the demographic was? Why not say what the geographic area was? I don't know.
People are getting too sensitive, man.
Well, no, but there is a sort of a tell there. Like, for instance, I'll give you an example of something we teach in statistics. If you want to make a generalization, or if you ask a question about the United States, but you take all your data in New York, then you really can't make a conclusion about the United States. You could only make a conclusion about New York. So if their testing process wasn't as broad as they claimed it to be, then their results have to be very, very narrow.
Well, they had over 300 patients in the trial, and they only reported out 57 at the end.
Okay.
So they threw out this particular demographic in a particular geographic area, and they squealed to the FDA that they were violating protocol or whatever the heck it is. Darth shares my paranoia about that.
But I think they're gonna delay their results now. They're gonna ask for the extension, maybe.
Yeah, they need to extend the trial, and the FDA has to approve that.
And then they might do a dilution now because they're well below $5.
Right.
Correct.
They're gonna have to. Well, a dilution from what? From $5 to 1.5 to what? 75 cents.
Well, they'll do a reverse split and then dilute.
Reverse split, correct. That's right.
Like Athesis.
Yes, like our favorite.
Athesis is really not a penny. It's 1/25th of a penny.
Yeah.
Pre-split. All right. So anyway, we were looking at the website. I was curious to see my picks, how they did, and Kamal's picks. They did quite well. I'll look at yours too, unless
Oh,
you
you're
don't
gonna look
want
at
me.
mine?
Unless you don't want me to.
You're gonna no. You can look at them. I was gonna say because I'm late. You're stock shaming me.
I can't blow this. I cannot blow this up, right? So.
Right. So it's sort of stuck. But I think one of my biggest things at the time was Target,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. So already I'm behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. Well, one of my biggest was BCRX.
Oh,
All right. So look at my percent gain on the 5 stocks. 81% up on the year.
wow.
That's some performance. One of them is down 49%. That must be BCRX. One of them is down 15%. And with
BCRX
it all,
8%.
my losers are Sava and BCRX. My winners are Apple, MicroStrategy, and the one that I have doubled my money on is Amazon. So my biggest winner probably was MicroStrategy, 498. Is that percent? Probably. No, the percent was 242.07. That's what brought me up, the MicroStrategy.
Right.
Now, I probably have everybody beat because that was a big, terrific pick on my part. But let's take a look at you want to look at Professor Spike, at least the bottom line.
Yep.
Percent gain. Not bad. Not bad at all. 42.
Which are the ones that actually did me okay? I don't even remember what I picked. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
The list there?
Yeah.
Let's see. It was.
You picked Amazon like me,
Right.
Microsoft, Walmart.
Right.
Walmart wasn't the best.
Oh, I did say right. I said Walmart, but then right.
Look,
my water stock probably did okay.
Yeah, and you had Lilly, which was good.
And Lilly, who I'm still pounding the table on Lilly.
Yeah, but you made that the half pick.
Yeah, well, all right. Oh, so it's not too bad after all.
No, you did very well.
Yeah, all right.
Kamal, let's see how he did. I think he did very well.
Yeah.
If we didn't do halfway decent, you're not going to listen to our show.
Well, a lot more people should listen to us considering the picks we had this year. Kamal had phenomenal picks. NVIDIA for half pick, Google for a whole, Tesla for a whole. Who is top two? Apple for a double and Microsoft for 1.5. Kamal probably beat me.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'm not sure what's going on after
market. Oh, yeah, 79%, not bad. I think there is a way of making that a bigger window.
I don't know how. 72.4%, Kamal, on the year. I'm 80. I'm 80. So I got you beat as of today, but it could change.
By just a hair.
By a hair. But we all made amazing picks at the beginning of the year. But what can we do for people? The answer is, what can we do for people?
What's our encore for next January?
Yeah, we got to do it again for next.
Well, I'm gonna move Lily up. That's all.
Yeah, I guess so. Spiders, I've been talking 460 for a long time now. It's finally getting there, slowly. I felt sure on Monday that we would hit 460 this week, but I guess not quite. Maybe the week's not over.
Give me a sec, okay? I'll be 10 minutes, all right?
So maybe tomorrow we test that 460 level.
Jeez,
My feeling is we
it's
take
one
it
now
out,
in the middle of a show.
and make a move to 480. But I think my on the Monday show, I called for 470 by the end of the year. Conservative.
Right.
All right. So I don't change any call on SPY. It's the same. Uh, let's look at Qs. Qs took out the previous high set a few days ago, and it also took out the high from what is this?
Could you make the
July.
screen bigger?
I guess I can. I think I can. Yes, I can.
Yeah, you can dump us. There you go.
Who wants to look at us?
Exactly.
No, nobody wants to look at us. I don't blame them. So July 17th was the previous high, 387 and change. We hit 388 today. So we took out the July 17th high, which began the sell-off on the whole market. Remember we had I think we had a big engulfing on the S&P that day. On the Qs, just a little red candle. So we look like we're ready to rock and roll and take out that 408. Is that the high, all-time high on the Qs? 408, something like that. I don't see this thing stopping. I see it accelerating. Everything, all the barriers for entry are being removed. There's a lot of money on the sidelines. People are waiting to get in. People are seeing phenomenal returns on the Qs. What is it, 40, upper 40s on the Qs? The S&P about 20%. That's a lot better than the 4.3 that you can get for the 10-year. Even the 5% that you can get on the 2-year, right?
Right.
So people are greedy. They don't want to settle for 5% treasuries when you can get 20% just going into SPY, or 45% or more, 49%, whatever it is, going into the Qs. NVIDIA sold off today. SMCI sold off today.
Yeah.
I'm a buyer of both. But first, I really nailed the call on CRM. I could show it, but I don't want to brag. Yeah. I am bragging anyway. I nailed it. I said it's going to bring the Dow up. It's going to have blowout earnings. I said all that on Monday, but I thought it would also bring the NASDAQ up. It did not. NASDAQ was kind of flat. So the Bitcoin is straggling on both sides of the trend line, which is fine as long as it keeps touching it. It's not doing anything but going up. I see 48,000 by I don't know when, but I see 48,000 in the near future, within months, on Bitcoin. So I like Bitcoin for a 31% move up from where it's trading now. 31% move up. That would be corresponding to MicroStrategy would probably be up 40 or 50% if Bitcoin does what I think it's going to do. of course, they don't go. Nothing goes straight up, including Bitcoin. So on a pullback, I would expect to pull back to one of these recent lows, maybe this one, probably that one. Um, I could draw that in just in case we get a pullback. Let me put down where I think we pull back to. I don't have the mouse, unfortunately, so all I have is my shaky hand. And oh, come on. I have a horizontal. Oh, if I did it. So on a pullback, it looks to me like 35,000 roughly. You see where I drew the line? Right at that key low from, let's see if I can get a date, 11/14. So if it pulls back to the key low on 11/14. That's how I look at it. 35,000, another 2,500 on the downside. On the upside, 48,000. You like those odds? Of course, this is my opinion. Our opinion is strictly our own and not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. We never give investment advice. We just talk about how we feel about certain stocks, in particular the ones I own. I like to talk about them. Occasionally, I talk about others that I don't own, like CRM. Mara, I own. So let's take a look at Mara. Follow, being that we're looking at Bitcoin, Mara pretty much follows Bitcoin. It's a Bitcoin miner. Down today, it's 3.5%, but up after hours. That means probably Bitcoin recovered a bit, not much up after hours, a little. 3.5% is a big pullback. What, starting to run though. When this thing starts going parabolic like it's doing, it usually has more to go. So trying to grab it and move it, you can't. Anyway, it was up around 20. You see that? When it slid all the way down to single digits, it slid down to like, what was it? $8 maybe. I'm trying to judge something like that. So it rebounded nicely, and I think it's got more to go. The miners did not do as well as MicroStrategy, but I think this one is breaking out. It's breaking every moving average. It found support at the 200. Then it broke the 100 today. It broke the 50 earlier. So this one has plenty of room to run. First hurdle is this one up here. Page is unresponsive.
Just exit.
Page is unresponsive. This high right here. It's not giving it to me. Maybe I have too many charts for this little laptop. I am not home. I don't have my mouse, getting unresponsive messages. But you can see this high is not that much higher than where we're trading now. I cannot estimate exactly. I keep getting wait. You wait.
No, don't click exit. When you get that, click exit.
You mean just leave? All right, so it looks like Bitcoin is just trading a point or so below resistance. Maybe now it'll give it to me. Yes, 13 and change. Yeah, basically what I said, a point and a half or so below resistance. I think it'll go through that and continue on running with Bitcoin itself all the way back to 20. But it should be higher because when Bitcoin was 31,000, this one hit 20. So it's underperforming. Nevertheless, I'm still in it. All right. Being that I have this, let's take a look at the merch. I added some new merch. You can get there with store.stockpicks.com. I want you guys to tell me what you think it is. I designed it myself. The new one is the upper left sweatshirt. Can you see it?
I can see it.
I used Bing to do a psychedelic kangaroo with its a psychedelic kangaroo with its baby. And being that you find kangaroos in Australia, I labeled it "Good Day, Mate." What do you think? Tell me the truth. You don't like it. You don't like it.
I don't like the colors.
I'll change the color. That's for a woman, right?
Yeah. They all look like for women.
Yeah. This one, yeah. Well, I had to use light colors in order for the the black to show. This one is gender neutral, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Did I do a good job?
I think you did a good job. Would I buy it? No.
Oh,
I
that's
cannot wear
okay.
this stuff.
As long as I did a good job.
Yes.
You know
Looks
what I
like
could
rainbow.
do? You know what I
Looks
was
like rainbow
thinking?
colors. Why'd you pick up those colors?
The Bing did it. I didn't pick those colors. I did.
Bing.
I did. I said to Bing, create a picture of a kangaroo with a baby, and make it psychedelic. And I got four choices, and I picked this.
Interesting.
So this was done by AI. Not. I didn't draw it. I didn't do anything. It's an AI shirt. Good day, mate. Oh yeah, use code early bird and you get 10% off. The t-shirts are cheaper, I guess, because it's the winter time. So they came
Darth
down.
Darth
Right.
is suggesting that you make a Biodrack shirt.
Yes, that I should put a BioDrac. Next one is BioDrac. I'll show like a picture of a mad scientist with a test tube, and I'll say BioDrac. That sounds good. I'm going to do that. BioDrac. All right. So anyway, what else did I have listed?
Did you do SMCI?
Oh yeah, SMCI.
I want to do SMCI and NVIDIA. I just like what's the support? What's a good place to add?
NVIDIA, you nailed it. 750. I mean 450. Didn't you say that? That looks right.
Yeah, it's kind of down after hours as well. A lot of them are down. Even Tesla is down after hours.
Tesla, I'm not overly fond of. I am
Okay, show me.
overly fond of. I do like SMCI and I do like NVIDIA, so I'm going to be adding on any weakness. So I'm looking to add at the 452 level, for NVIDIA. You see that's one of the moving averages to 50.
Right.
I want to add it to 50.
Okay.
It also coincides with this recent high at 4. No, that's wrong. We went below that already. 476 was that recent high. So NVIDIA looks like it had its ABC correction, right? From the highs of 502. It had its ABC correction and moved higher. Now it's correcting again. Maybe a 50% correction from top to bottom, 400 to 500. That would be just about 450. I like that. So you're getting 450 is like the middle of the range from 400 to 500, right?
Right.
It's decent range. It's roughly 400 to 500, a little lower and a little higher. The low is 392, the high was 505. So about 450. Did we lose Professor Spike?
I don't know. I cannot tell.
Let me see if we lost him because he's been very quiet. So I think we probably lost him. No, he just stepped out. I thought we lost you, Professor Spike.
No, you didn't lose me. You lost me to my students because they have to take priority.
No, they don't. They don't have it. NVIDIA was saying looks like a really good buy at about 450.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, if it takes a dip, it would definitely be worth getting back in. I'm already in. I mean, it would be worth averaging down.
From the time I sold, I'm now about 50% in terms of what I owned.
Oh, so you have been selling off this downturn?
I've been buying the downturn.
Okay. Wonderful.
I sold at 500, but now buying back.
Smart man. See, you're so much smarter than I am. I just kept holding on with dear life.
I also sold at 400, but I got back in, sold at 500, got back in as low as 400 again. And my average, I don't know what my average is, 440, something like that. I'm going to pick up more shares at 450, roughly 450.
Can you do SMCI?
That's smart.
Yeah, SMCI, yeah.
All right. You're probably feeling the same way about this as well, right?
Yeah, very equal. I'm not sure which one I like better. Probably NVIDIA, but I do like
Did everybody acknowledge Mantis and his Innovis?
No, what did he say?
He just says Innovis with an exclamation point.
I will chart it. Why is it not finding SMCI? There we go. So it's down 10 after hours? What happened? Was there earnings or something?
It's hard to explain that one.
It looked like it was sitting at support, so I'm disappointed to see that it's down after hours.
This was why the question is, are we looking for an implosion or are we just looking to average down once things settle?
Yeah, I kind of like it right about this low.
But you see that it went down below the 50 and below the 100?
Right. We don't like that. And it's down 10 after hours. So
yeah. Well, hopefully this is just a hiccup. We're all hoping that bivi is just a hiccup also, aren't we?
I will add at about 250 also. I'm adding it to 50, it seems.
You're going to add that to
50? Like a good place to add.
250, you said?
Yeah, looks to me like a good place to add. It looks like it'll get there.
Right, with this kind of drop, it looks like it might touch.
Yeah, it looks like a good place. Now, I'm going to add some at 250, and I'm going to save dry powder if it goes lower. There's the 250. What I draw 252. That's what it touched that today.
Yes.
Or-
Oh wait, did it?
No,
62.
no,
It did
no.
not.
I drew
Yes.
262.
Yeah.
That's wrong. I want it lower. I want it at the bottom of that red candle. Right there.
Middle of the red
249.
candle.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I want to buy. But if it goes through that, I will keep buying because I want to add to my position anyway. And I'm
But do
not
you see
smart.
this
Well,
horizontal channel? Is that
this is
can
a
you see
very
that?
key low. 2.25 is a very key low. I don't think it gets lower than that. So I'm buying at 250, saving powder for 2.25. And if things really get ugly, like with the market, which I don't think it will, I really don't, then I'd be looking to buy on a gap fill all the way down here.
Wow.
We don't think it's going to get there, but
But you see the horizontal channel, right?
the gap fill is
He's not looking.
pretty depressing number. What was that, Kamal?
I said, do you see the horizontal channel the past 3 months?
Yeah, we dipped below it pretty much.
No, I'm talking about the horizontal channel. This whole thing, the past 3 months.
Oh, okay, from 2.25 to 321. I
Correct.
see. Just basically what I drew.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It should not go below that. That's what I said. All right. What else did Inovis?
We said we're gonna look at a Novus real quick for Mantis.
Sure, Inovis. Biodrec was up today. Inovis goes up every day. Now, is it justified? I don't know. I hope so, but today was a give back day where it was up much higher. So we don't like that kind of candle. 954 and all the way back down to 850. Gave back all its gains. I guess if you want to add, you add it when it hits the 50 again at about 768.
Okay.
I'm not sure that I want to add. I have a small position. I may just sit with it after getting
You have a little bit of a gap there also. That might be a spot. But
maybe.
the top of that little segment
Yeah.
at around 675.
Yeah, there's a tiny gap. Tiny gap.
Yeah.
So I don't like today's candle. I think it probably can pick it up when it touches the 50. And maybe even the 12 at 675.
You know, of all the Alzheimer's plays now, it seems to me that this is since Sav is sort of getting a little soured, and Anavex is getting a little soured, and Bivi is getting a little soured. Is this the only one that's left?
Well, this one has got the green light to go ahead dosing in March, right? And the end of January should be the data for Parkinson's. That's the way I understand it. I said it wrong on Monday. I said Monday. I think I said Parkinson's data in March, but I think it's expected earlier.
Oh, okay.
I hope it's good. You know, I'm shaking a lot. I'm shaking like a bastard. I'll take it
Right.
right away.
Let's hope it works. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how many shares I have. I don't care if I have 0 shares. I'm a
Right.
patient. I'm a patient first and investor second on this one.
One of these plays has to work. All right. Like I said, I'm still keeping my money on Lilly. And the funny thing is, even if they do make a breakthrough, it won't really have a really big impact because they got so
Don't
much other stuff.
worry, their drug is a sure thing to be approved. They're big pharma. Big pharma, FDA plays ball with. It's
Yeah,
only
they always
the little pharma that they screw around with. That's why CRISPR needed Vertex for
right.
support. That was a good move teaming up with Vertex. Eastside teamed up with Biogen. Look at this beautiful trend line. Gorgeous trend line on Lilly. And it looks like a place to buy. It's been basically touching that trend line or just above it.
Yeah, very interesting.
You can nibble on Lilly. I mean, probably that's the only stock you should buy in Biodrug, Big Pharma. That Lilly's, Novos, they go up. Everything else seems to go down. XBI, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah,
XBI has been doing well, while the S&P is basically churning. Nice move, but two ugly candles in a row. You don't like those kind of candles. I taught you not to like them. We don't like those kind of candles, but you get what you get, and you can't get upset.
can't get too picky.
No, it's still way up from the lows in a short period of time. So the next test is probably the 200 at 78.82. Does it get there? Probably. I think wherever you see these 200-day moving averages, they're going to get
stocks we're looking at finally do something instead of getting CRTs or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Well, Arenia is up today a little bit. That's the takeout play.
That's the waiting for Godot play.
Yeah. Well, it'll probably happen eventually. Just don't know when. But I mentioned it today, so it'll probably happen before the end of the year. Whenever I mention something, I'm not in it, so those are the prerequisites for it happening. Mention it, not be in it.
Right.
So
Darth is talking about IKT Parkinson's phase 2 readout coming in June.
I know that one, but it's
I know that.
Early trials. We're forming a nice little trend line going up on BCRX. But with the pop today, it's only like still under 6, and found resistance at the 50.
Correct.
So I'm not sure I would play it because it probably come back down to the support line. Maybe 555, 560, if you want to play it. All right, so did we do everything more or less? I think so.
Pretty much. We're at the 43-minute mark, so it's time to go.
Yeah, whether or not we did everything else.
Can I show you something really quick, Dr. J?
Yeah.
Can you go back to SMCI, please?
Sure.
I know you covered it already.
SMCI, I will have to.
And show me the 6 months chart. 6 months chart.
All right.
Six months.
6 months.
Okay, I just observed the following. Okay, you see those big red candles like the past 5 months or 4 months? You see every big candle, then it goes down. Another big red candle, then it goes down.
Yep.
And there is this big candle as well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. 5 of them.
And one giant green candle 2 weeks ago.
Right, but I'm talking about the trend of every time there is a big red candle, it keeps hitting south,
Yeah, well, that's typical of any stock.
Yeah.
And when you get that big green candle, it usually continues on up. But we are trading, we are range bound
Correct.
between
The two eyes.
2.25 and 3.25. We are range bound. I think you got to be in these two. These two are the leaders in the AI revolution, NVIDIA and this one. Got to be in it.
Yeah. Okay.
Regardless of what the analysts say, don't matter. You got to be in it.
Take care, Andrew.
You got to be in those two. I don't care what else you're in. You got to be in those two. Of course, that was strictly my opinion, not investment advice or that.
Right.
All right. Thanks everybody, guys. Thanks for
Have a good
coming
weekend.
from all the way from Lithuania, my Mantis. And it was a
Yeah,
tough trip,
he's got
I
some
guess.
interesting to say on the twits about
Tom's
Novus. It's worth
with
looking at.
you, with us. Jackie, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Take care. See you guys
Bye bye.
on Tuesday, probably. Maybe Monday. Take care, everybody.
Bye.